Hello everyone, my name is Padampreet Chhabra and today I'm here to present my presentation on the topic Earn It Bill encounters end-to-end encryption. So before telling what Earn It Bill is or what end-to-end encryption is, we must know what is encryption. I'm sure most of you would know. So what is encryption? Encryption is a phrase used in cryptography that means the process of converting plain text and encoding it to ciphertext. Encryption helps to maintain the confidentiality and integrity of the data so that only the person who has the right or key can access it. This concept has been used from ancient times like sharing confidential information during war. It can be categorized under two types. One is symmetric encryption and another is asymmetric encryption. Starting from symmetric encryption. In symmetric encryption, only one key is used, which is called shared key. Using this key and algorithm, sender converts plain text to ciphertext and sends it to receiver. The receiver then decrypts it using same shared key and an algorithm. The symmetric encryption, also known as shared key encryption, this can be seen implemented in the shift cipher in which alphabets are shifted to a fixed number to get the encrypted text. The fixed number plays the role of key over here. Moving to asymmetric encryption. In asymmetric encryption, two keys are used. The receiver shares the public key to sender for encryption. The public key can only be used to encrypt the data and cannot be used to decrypt the data. The ciphertext is then decrypted by the receiver using his private key. This is also known as public key encryption. This encryption type is much safer than symmetric encryption as it uses two keys. Later implementation of this can be seen in end-to-end encryption. So by now everyone knows what encryption is, and now we should know why encryption is important by looking on an attack on privacy. Man in the middle attack. Man in the middle attack is a cyber attack where the attacker intercepts communication between two parties who believe that they are directly communicating with each other. Here attacker can not only listen to communication but can also alter it. Like a message sent is hijacked and sent after some alterations. This is one of the major attacks. To overcome such attacks, the concept of end-to-end encryption was introduced. End-to-end encryption, finally. Now, what is end-to-end encryption? I hope by now you must have got some idea about it. In end-to-end encryption, messages are encrypted from the sender's device and only the receiver can decrypt the message. It takes care of the data while in transit, and with end-to-end encryption, server cannot decrypt the message and no compromise to user security is done. Even the service provider cannot read the message in transit. This always prevent the attack we just talked about, that was man in the middle attack, as in this no one has the right to get hold of the data that is in transit. So what are the advantages of end-to-end encryption? End-to-end encryption being secure encryption, there is no chance for a message being intercepted in transit, hence leads to making the transit more smooth and safe. Other than this, a receiver can only decrypt the message received. If at any chance a hacker gets hold of data, then it is of no use to him as being encrypted. At last, if someone gets hold of data, makes changes to it, and then passes on to the receiver, the time decryption at receiver end occurs. Changes made to the data act as garbage values which indicate tampering of data. So, what is Earn It Act? Eliminating Abusive and Rampant Neglect of Interactive Technologies Act, abbreviated as Earn It Act. Section 230 states that service providers or companies are not liable for any harmful content posted by their users on their portal. This section gave them immunity by default, but now companies have to earn this. To earn Section 230 protection, as the bill suggests, tech companies would have to meet standards established by a new National Commission on Online Child Sexual Exploitation Prevention. It also mentioned that government would tell tech companies on the type of technology they can use. One of the famous online technology news websites, CNET, posted that if the law passed, tech companies would have to make the choice between weakening their own encryption and endangering all their users, or giving up Section 230 and facing a potential flood of lawsuits. Which is true, as then to allow government to scan the website and give them access to keep scanning ahead, they have to drop end-to-end encryption. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this Earn Act? Now, focusing on advantage, there is only one advantage that we can see, that is, protect children from online beasts and sexual exploitation. And on the other hand, many disadvantages. As seen in last two slides, end-to-end encryption would come to an end. Privacy of users would be at stake. No strong encryption to save confidential data online. That clearly indicates that data privacy would come to an end. By now, it's clear that Earn It Act would cause many problems, starting from loss of privacy. Many IT companies would fail, and no doubt can be bankrupt as well. And on the other hand, different measures can be figured out to save children. I would like to answer any questions you have. Thank you.